My name is Dene, and I am a channel medium, which leads to a lot of other variety of things. Today I'm here to channel for you, and it is with great purpose that they have had me put an image behind me of the water and of the sunlight. It is because of the codes to receive as you gaze upon this and as you gaze at my eyes. They are saying that there is codes that are being reflected through me to you. And I asked a few questions as I came on here because I was like, what is going on here? People are going to think I'm crazier than I already am. But they have told me for a long time that there is healing that is received through my eyes, through my voice, through signs and symbols, but just they're saying it is really prominent right now, and with water especially. So those of you that are close to the water, if you have an opportunity to spend time by the water, in natural waters, lakes, streams, ponds, the ocean, rivers, those kind of energies, you are being asked to do that, if at all possible, for you to do that. I know I have been doing that. I live right at a point where the ocean meets the river, so I get both the salt and the fresh water. And I had an experience, and if I think about it, I will attach it at the end of this video with the what I believe was the mermaids, because the water spirits are what is wanting to come through within this message today. So I find that really fascinating as well, that they are bringing that message through as well. So they are saying, as you watch my eyes and as you look within my eyes, you will receive codes and light codes to help to awaken you, to align you, to cleanse you. And we are moving through a really powerful alignment right now as we have the ability to move into a completely new frequency, a new energy that has been discovered here that has never been on earth before. So that is incredibly exciting. However, as we move through that energy and into that energy, we will move back and forth until we find our footing, the stability within that energy, because of course, as humans, we always have doubts. And as those doubts rise within us, they yo-yo us back and forth between the energetic fields. But if you are here watching this, you are sitting in a state of an energetic frequency that allows you to begin to create something completely new. And the energy that we are creating that is completely new is by following our heart. And we have been asked to do this quite a bit, following our heart, allowing our heart to speak first, to guide us. And yet we quite often have difficulty in doing that, in following our heart. And don't beat yourself up when you don't do this. Simply pull yourself back into your heart again when you feel that doubt coming up, when you feel that, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm being constricted and held back. Like, for example, me, when I came on here today and Spirit said to me, you are going to record a message and you're going to keep your eyes open during the transmission. So I don't know if they're going to do a direct channeling through me with that. I have great difficulty with that. In watching the recording and watching the screen, but they want my eyes open in order for you to be able to receive the codes. There is also a lot of codes that is being received as the solar flares are coming in, which is another reason why they want us to spend a lot of time by natural waterways, because the natural waterways are carrying these codes, and you will see them as the sun hits the water. And I have recorded it, and I can see it sometimes with my natural eye as well. But as I record it, when I look at things, when I review the recording back, I can see the codes that are literally dancing. I have seen the codes that have come into my head as I was channeling when I completed the channeling. And they are saying that these are all codes that are bringing us into that new frequency, that new alignment. And as we watch and listen and follow our heart and our guidance as we move more into a state of love, a state of confidence in ourself, of truth of ourself, we will find ourselves more and more stable within this new frequency. And we will begin to witness this frequency moving through our lives in more of a consistent way rather than ups and downs. And there have been a lot of ups and downs within the energy. I have been experiencing this. I know my students have been experiencing this. Friends have been experiencing this. Family. I have been witnessing this all around. And what I have found is when I take a moment to just sit in the silence and really breathe into my heart and find that center point of alignment, that everything is fine, all is well. That is bringing ourselves back into the present moment where there is no worry about what's to come, where there is no regret about what has been. We are creating our future in the now moment. We cannot create by being in the future or by being in the past. We must create by being an energetic imprint in the present. And what I mean by an energetic imprint is by following our heart, sitting in that space and receiving guidance from your own divine self. We all have a divine self, a higher self. We all have higher guidance. We all have that. And we have a tendency to ignore our own guidance a lot of times because we think it's too good to be true. Truly. We think that we could not possibly be in that energy because it feels too good. There's got to be something wrong. We can't possibly stay there, but we can stay there. We can stay there. And it is simply about aligning with our heart and then taking action on that guidance. And when we find ourselves moving into our fear body, when we find ourselves sitting in doubt, taking in a breath and connecting with our heart again. And if you have to touch your heart to connect with it, then do that. Wherever you are, whether you're at work, at play, if you need to find a quiet space, oh, excuse me, I used to do this when I was at work. I would go into the washroom and I would sit and just put my hand on my heart so that I could move into that state of alignment of myself without all of the distractions that were calling my attention in all these different ways. And in that moment of connecting with my own divinity, I would receive the answer. I would receive clarity. Then I could go back out and I could do my job. Whatever that was that I had to do, I could take the action. Because now I could feel where I needed to go. I could feel that pull. And there is a pull. And when you feel that pull, Spirit is asking me to tell you, when you feel that pull, what do you feel? I don't want to hear, I'm scared. That goes without saying. When we're on a new venture, we always feel scared. But even within that frightened little child that is within you, is there excitement? Because if there is excitement or joy, even though it feels scary to do, right? Then that is the direction to take. Don't ask if it's possible, only ask how it feels. Because anything is possible. You will find a way. The divine will find a way to get you there once you know what you want. You have to know what you want. You have to know what the desire is. You have to know what the heart's desire is. And once you know that, you then can receive guidance for the actions to take to get you there by tapping back in to that center point, that alignment. So as we sit here today in this beautiful, beautiful backdrop that the divine brought to me to use is absolutely gorgeous with the serenity and the sunlight, the glistening on the water that is calling you. The light is calling you to step into your divine purpose, whatever that is, whatever you love. How do you create love in your environment within yourself? When you operate from a state of love, that love will surround you. And I'm not foolish enough to believe that there will never be anything happening that does not feel as good as what we would like it to. That is part of the human existence as well. But when we create and we live from our heart, from our joy, the joy and the love far outweighs the disappointment. So you are being asked to do that today and to look into my eyes to receive those codes. Tora skitaya, Tora skitaya roskita. Ooh, 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 ee, ee. Just a few light codes to bring them in, to solidify them, to anchor them into your being. And with that, I thank you. Those of you that are still here, I thank you for staying with me, for listening to the message, and for receiving all of those codes of alignment that the water spirits are bringing to you today. May you be blessed. May you find your own love, your own light, and may you pursue that. And until next time, please remember, always let love be your guide.